Okay.
If you're a Nintendo Switch owner, odds are you've been having a good time playing Animal Crossing's New Horizons. But as fun as that game is, one game can only get you so far. And a lot of us Switch owners are finding ourselves really wanting new games. And this desire for new content is only seeming to be strengthened by the fact that Nintendo is canceling a lot of their directs. You know, in the early stages of the Switch's release, we would get a lot of frequent directs, and as the Switch's lifespan continues on, we seem to be seeing a decrease in the amount of directs that we're getting. And with Nintendo saying that there will be no Nintendo Direct in June, which is usually the time that they would have one for E3, a lot of people are just wanting new games to play on their Nintendo Switch. So during times like these, this is when I like to turn to the indie scene on the eShop. There's a lot of great games being developed by the indie scene, and you'll even find some really good hidden gems if you look hard enough. So without further ado, I'm going to give you 5 great indie games for the Nintendo Switch eShop that you should be playing right now. And in no particular order on this list, we're going to start our first game with Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl. The game literally takes place right after the events of Mallrats. After crashing the Truth or Dare dating game show, Jay and Silent Bob need to fight their way out to escape the Eden Prairie Mall. You can play this game via couch co-op or in single player mode, where you can toggle through Jay and Bob with just a push of a button, and this game plays just like an NES brawler. And it's funny because Limited Run actually did a limited release of an NES port for this game. Just like an old school NES brawler, this game is challenging and fun with memorable boss fights, as well as references and callbacks for all you Kevin Smith fans sprinkled throughout the game. It's just a straightforward, simple, fun, retro NES style brawler, and I highly recommend it. Up next, we have The Experiment Escape Room. This is a short, creepy puzzle adventure game, and if you're a fan of escape rooms, you should feel right at home. Without spoiling the story, basically you're a part of an experiment that went horribly wrong, and you now need to get the hell out of Dodge. The game environment is very creepy and menacing, and the puzzle aspect of the game is dealt through multiple rooms that you need to explore in order to find a way out. It's a pretty short game with a few puzzles being on the more easy side, but that being said, I think many of you out there will find this to be a good time nonetheless. Up next is the unique indie title Cloud-Based Prime. Originally launched on Steam, this 3-platformer FPS hybrid is now on the Switch, and it's a super fun time to be had. You play as this gas mine worker, and while starting your day job, you are then under attack by corrupted robots. The game has you battle your way through hordes of these robots as you try to get home and discover what made these robots act this way. The platforming is tons of fun with its unique architect power, which basically allows you to move terrain up and down as you see fit. The combat is fun enough, allowing for additional weapons and abilities to be found throughout certain levels, and again, the story is great. Just pick this up. As of recording this video, it's currently on sale on the eShop for I think $5, so totally worth the price of admission. If you're looking for something more on the 2D side of things, check out Infinite Beyond the Mind. There's really not much to say about this one. Infinite Beyond the Mind is an action platformer where you play as one of 2 characters, Tanya or Olga, who then go off on a mission to stop the evil Queen Brahmin. This short action platformer is challenging and fast-paced with some fun shoot-'em-up segments as well as story elements sprinkled throughout to keep the game interesting. My biggest criticism is that the main enemies in the game don't have much variety and are kind of basic, but the boss fights are plentiful and fun. And just as a side note, in my personal opinion, the game music is awesome. If you want something with fast-paced combat that you can finish in like 3 to 4 hours, I think you'll be very happy with this game. And last on this list, we have my personal favorite for this video, Void Bastards. In this game, you're a prisoner on a ship that was transporting a million other prisoners through space when it suddenly broke down and all hands on deck were lost. The ship's AI then starts reviving the inmates to restore power to the FTL drive, which is where you come in. It's an FPS roguelike with an amazing art style and a rock-solid gameplay loop. Sadly, the Switch port might not be the prettiest or smoothest experience compared to its other platform releases, and the FPS mechanics could admittedly be improved upon, but the game has some fantastic dark humor, fun stealth action gameplay, and again, a gorgeous art style that makes this definitely worth the price, in my opinion. It's one of those unique games that really stands out amongst the crowd, and I definitely recommend you at least check it out. Well, that about does it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Those were 5 games that I personally recommend you checking out and getting on the eShop. But what I'd like to know is what you thought of the games that I mentioned in this video. Have you played any of them yourselves? Did you think they were good or bad? And also, if you have any personal recommendations for indie games or any games found on the eShop, list them down in the comments below so other people can get good recommendations. As always, if you like this video, please do consider hitting the thumbs up button because it is the best way to help a small channel like us get our videos seen through the YouTube algorithm. And if you like this type of content and want to see more like it, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon to stay up to date on everything we're doing. We upload videos every Monday and Friday, as well as live stream gameplay on Wednesdays. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, feel free to check out the Amazon affiliate links down below. But that's seriously enough rambling on me. Thanks again so much for watching the video and checking out the channel. My name is Blake. This has been a Digital Cynics experience, and for all things tech, games, movies, and other nerdy things in between, be sure to subscribe to Digital Cynics. Have a good one, everyone.